Good afternoon, sir. I'm Michael C. Estrada. In this our declaration variables, and we also use double in this declaration because it has decimals on our code. So we have hourly rate, regular regular hours, and the next one is total hours, and the last one is overtime hours. And the next one is we have regular pay, tax rate, tax, gross salary, net salary, and overtime pay. And lastly, we have the string it's about attendance. That's all.
Good day, sir. We are from Group 5, and today we will be explaining our code that we created from our group quiz. Our program is designed to calculate the employee's monthly salary based on their hourly rate and the total hours worked for 4 weeks. For the first part of our code, we imported buffered reader, input stream reader, and IO exception. These are used to read input from the user and handle the possible errors. Next, we created the class and the main method where the program starts running. And lastly, we created a buffered reader object, which is BR, allows the user to enter data through the keyboard.
Greetings everyone. My name is Andrew B. Ramos, and I will be talking about the my part in the hands-on group project for the midterm. My part would be the how we calculated the regular hours and the overtime hours. So how we got the regular hours? Firstly, we we prompt the user to input their total hours, and if it's a negative, it'll make the user redo the code, says it's an error, and redo the. If it's not, then you go to an if else statement. This if else statement checks in the if statement that if it's below 40 or equal to 40, it'll just calculate the standard or regular amount of hours and not the overtime hours. But in the else statement, it'll calculate both overtime hours and regular hours. We calculate the overtime hours by basically just your number of hours minus 40, because 40 is the standard or regular amount, while the regular is just um the amount of hours minus the overtime hours.
Good afternoon, Sir Janus, and I will talk about the attendance, the output, and the uh, error handling. And the first one, we will talk about the attendance. So, in the attendance, we use the input of the user on his working hours. If it is higher than 160, it is excellent attendance. If it is at least 140 but below 160, um, it is classified as satisfactory. If it is below 140, it will be classified as um, needs improvement. And the next one is the output. We display all the important information that will help the user to analyze his inputs and the computation of our program. It is it helps the user to check if he inputs wrong information and other concerns. Next one is the error handling. For error handling, we use try catch block to check if the user is input is invalid. We use number format exception if the user input a invalid number, and we use IO exception if the user's input is the user input error or is invalid. Thank you po.
Dangal greetings. My name is Gabriel Y. Balastrina, and I'm here to explain about the tax and the net salary computation. So first of all, we need to get the variable, which is the regular pay. So regular hours times hourly rate, so that will be the value for the regular pay. So now we need to get the overtime rate. So hourly rate times 1.5, which is already given the 1.5 value. So over to get the overtime pay, we need to overtime hours multiplied by overtime rate. So that's for the overtime pay. Next is for the gross salary. It's just simply combining the regular pay plus overtime pay. Then after that, we're gonna go to tax calculation. So this will we use if else conditions here. So gross salary is less than or equal to 10,000, then the tax rate will be 0. Then else if gross salary less than or equal to 20,000, then the tax rate will be 10% or 0.10. Then after that, else, which is the last one, tax rate equals to 15%, which is 0.15. Then after that, we're gonna get the tax calculation. So since we already got the tax in the conditions, so we're just gonna need to calculate it. So tax gross salary times tax rate, so that we will get the tax. So after that, we're gonna get the net salary, which is it's just the gross salary minus the tax. So gross salary minus tax, then we're gonna get the net salary. Then that's it for the computation of the net salary and the tax. Then everything will be in the output.
Greetings, Sir Janus. I'm Jiro Israel Bahade from 1CSB, and I will now explain my part. The program uses an infinite loop to continuously prompt the user until a complete set of payroll data is entered. At the start of every retry, the code resets total hours and regular hours and overtime hours back to 0. This value resetting to crucial because if a user enters an invalid input halfway through, such as negative number for week 3 or non-numeric text, the program aborts the current attempt and restarts the process. Clearing these variables prevents leftover values from previous failed attempts into leaking into corrupting subsequent calculations. If an invalid hourly rate is given, the continue statement the rest of the execution and loops back to the beginning. Wildcard exceptions display an error message and rely on the main loop to safety prompt the user again with clean zero out trackers. Thank you for listening.
Greetings everyone, my name is Limay Salvacion and I'm presenting hourly rate input and validation. Inside the loop, the system immediately prompts the user to enter their hourly rate. We use double via the read line to capture that input stream and turn it into a readable number. Pero paano naman kapag ang in-input ni user ay negative number? Siyempre wala naman negative na sahod. That's why we immediately implemented a validation check using an if statement. Kapag ang binigay na rate ay lower than 0, ang lalabas sa output sa screen ay error message stating that the hourly rate cannot be negative.
Tangal greetings everyone, I'm Espinosa Marco Ignacio and I will explain the 4 weeks hours input. Another loop runs exactly 4 times, one for each week. It asks the user to enter hours for week 1 to week 4. Read the value and immediately check. If hours are negative, the output will be hours cannot be negative, and stop the week loop. And otherwise, we add the hours to the total hours to keep a running sum.